Good day, grade 6 learners. I'm glad that we meet again here in Valenzuela Live. Today is another science-terrific day of learning more exciting things about our body. I'm Ma'am Ann Ramos Acuña, reminding you to comment down your name followed by the name of your school. Feel free to type your questions and answers in our comment box. And don't forget to prepare your module, notebook, and ballpen for taking down some important ideas. Our most essential learning competency is to explain how the organs of each organ system work together. And at the end of our lesson, you should be able to identify and describe the functions of the organs of the digestive system and how it works. Now that you're ready, first, let's have a review about our topic last time. So can you name the following organs that I will show you? Just comment down your answer. Let's proceed to picture number 1. What do we have here? Comment down your answer. Very good. The answer is hair. How about picture number 2? All right. We have here the skin. For the picture number 3, comment down your answer. Very good. We have here nails. And for picture number 4, what do we call this? You're right again, glands. And for our last picture, we have here our nerves. Good job, kids! And these organs belong to our integumentary system, wherein its main function is to act as a barrier to protect the body from the outside world and retain body fluids, protect against disease, eliminate waste products, and regulate our body temperature. Before we watch our Science FB Live, you took a break or recess. Am I right? So what food do you usually eat for recess? How about for breakfast, lunch, or dinner? And after eating these foods, do you have any idea what will happen to them inside your body? Don't be bothered anymore because today we are going to find out what organs in our body are responsible in breaking down the food that we are eating. So I have here a human body model. And if we open our body, this is how it looks like. The question here is, what happens to the food we eat? So from our human body model, what organs do you think are responsible for this? Our body needs energy in order to work and play. We get necessary energy from the food that we eat. But our body cannot utilize the energy that we need without digestion. So how does digestion happen? When you eat, the food that has to be changed into nutrients before it can be used by your body cells. And the process of breaking down and dissolving food for the use of body cells is called digestion. And the system that is responsible for this process is the digestive system. Our digestive system is made up of groups of organs that work together to digest the food, so it can be used by our body. So first organ that we have is our mouth. Can you describe your mouth? What can you find inside it? The digestion begins inside our mouth. It is composed of teeth, a tongue, and some saliva, which help in digestion. Our teeth cut the food into smaller pieces, while our tongue helps the food move in the mouth while chewing. It also helps push the food into the esophagus when swallowing. And when chewing, the food is softened and moistened by the saliva coming from our salivary glands. This saliva contains enzymes that digest starch. So from our mouth, the food travels down to the esophagus. It is a long, straight, muscular tube that connects the mouth to our stomach. And did you know that the esophagus, which passes food from the pharynx to the stomach, is about 25 centimeters or 10 inches in length? And the width varies from 1.5 to 2 centimeters or about 1 inch. The function of the esophagus is to squeeze and push the food down to the stomach through the contraction and relaxation movement of the muscles. And that squeezing movement of the muscles is called peristalsis. The third organ that belongs to the digestive system is you are right, our stomach. Stomach is a muscular bug-like organ at the end of the esophagus. It also squeezes the food and mixes it with gastric juices through the process of peristalsis until it becomes thick, soapy mixture. These gastric juices inside our stomach help in breaking down the proteins and destroy the microorganisms in the food that we eat. We also have accessory organs that helps in the digestion. These are the liver, pancreas, and the gallbladder. The liver is one of the accessory organs that is part of our digestive system. It releases bile, which is stored in our gallbladder. And the gallbladder is a pea-shaped sac lodged in the surface of the liver, and it acts as the storage of bile. Bile is the fluid that contains lipids and salts that acts as a detergent by dissolving and dispersing the droplets of fats. While the pancreas is a soft, reddish-gray or yellowish-gray gland that lies behind the stomach. It releases pancreatic juices that help in the digestion of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. So are you still with me? All right, let's proceed. After the soapy mixture mixed with these fluids, it will go down now into our small intestine. In the small intestine, the final digestion takes place. The digestive juices in the small intestine change the food into thin, soluble substance that can pass through into the tiny finger-like projection in the lining of the intestinal wall that we call villi. And from the villi, the digested food goes to the bloodstream and is distributed to the different parts of our body. Question: what happened to the undigested food? Where does it go? So our next stop is in our large intestine. All of the undigested food will go to the large intestine. The walls of the large intestine absorb the water that leaves a solid waste mass. The purpose of the large intestine is to absorb water and salts from the material that has not been digested as food and get rid of any waste products left over. This waste collects at the rectum and is eliminated through the anus. This solid waste is called feces, and the process of elimination of solid waste by the body is called bowel movement. Finally, we are done with the different organs in our digestive system. Did you enjoy our tour? Now that you know where your food goes after you eat and how it is digested in our body, let us have a quick review of the parts that we have discussed. Again, the parts of the digestive system are mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. And the accessory organs in our digestive system includes salivary glands, the liver, gallbladder, and the pancreas. Alright, so to check our knowledge and understanding about the digestive system and how it works, let's try this activity. You will identify the organs described. Type your answers in our comment box. So, let's get started. For our question number 1. It is a bug-like organ where food is digested through the aid of gastric juices and peristalsis. Again, it is a bug-like organ where food is digested through the aid of gastric juices and peristalsis. What is this? 5 seconds. Alright, the correct answer is stomach. Alright. Let's proceed to question number 2. A long straight muscular tube where food travels from our mouth going to the stomach. Again, a long straight muscular tube where food travels from our mouth going to our stomach. 5 seconds, comment down your answer. Alright, the correct answer is esophagus. For our question number 3, where undigested food stays and is eliminated through the anus. Again, it's where The undigested food stays and is eliminated through the anus. What is the answer? 5 seconds. Very good. The correct answer is our large intestine. Question number 4. One of the accessory organs that helps in digestion, which releases bile, which is stored in the gallbladder. Again, one of the accessory organs that helps in digestion, which releases bile, which is stored in the gallbladder. 5 seconds. Very good. The answer is our liver. And for the last question, where food is cut and broken down into smaller pieces and where the digestion begins. Again, where food is cut and broken down into smaller pieces and where the digestion begins. 5 seconds, comment your answer. Good job. The answer is mouth. Very good, grade 6 learners. Why don't you give yourselves an amazing clap? All right, everybody, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Agham, agham, amazing. Thank you for your participation. So for our hashtag Ask Your Science Teacher time, you can now type your questions about our topic, and I will do my best to answer them. All right? So let's wait for some questions. 20 seconds. Comment down your questions. All right, so we have here one question from our viewer. Ma'am, what is the longest organ in our digestive system? The answer is our small intestine, which is 670 to 760 centimeter or 22 to 25 feet in length and 3 to 4 centimeter or about 2 inches in diameter. It is the longest part of the digestive tract. All right, for our next question, how much saliva does a human produce in a day? The normal daily production of saliva varies between 0 to 5 and 1.5 liters. The whole unstimulated saliva flow rate is approximately 0 to 3 or 0 to 4 or per minute. This rate decreases to 0.1 ml per minute during sleep and increases about 4 or 0 to 5 millimeter per minute during eating, chewing, and other stimulating activities. So thank you for participating in our discussion. I know that you really enjoy our lesson today, but we don't have enough time to answer all your questions. But I know that your science teachers in your school will help you with this. So don't forget to attend your virtual class tomorrow. But before we end our discussion, let us sum up the important points in our lesson and remember the following. The digestive system consists of different organs that work together, changing food into soluble substances that can be used by our body cells. Mouth is where the food is cut and broken down into smaller pieces by the teeth and softened by the saliva from the salivary gland and pushed down into the esophagus by the tongue. Esophagus is a long, straight muscular tube where food travels through peristalsis going to our stomach, which is a bag-like organ where food is digested through the aid of gastric juices and peristalsis until it becomes a thick, soapy mixture. And after that, it will go down to our small intestine, wherein the final digestion takes place. And the undigested food stays and eliminated through the anus in our large intestine. And the accessory organs in our digestive system that helps in digesting our food includes salivary glands, liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. So for our homework, in your science module, answer the "What is it?" activity 1 on page 9. Again, in your science module, our homework is to answer the "What is it?" part, activity 1 on page 9. Once again, I'm Ma'am Ana Cunha, leaving you with a quote: "You become what you digest into your spirit." Whatever you think about, focus on, read about, talk about, you're going to attract more of into your life. But make sure that they are all positive. By Germany, Kent. Thank you for watching and see you again next week for another Science Terrific episode here in Valenzuela Live.